Stoffler, and I'm a photographer exhibiting here in the Milton Artist Guild. I photograph mostly men in the landscape, or sometimes what I call the disembodied landscape, and so then you won't see any people at all in the landscape. I vary between photographing locally in Vermont. For example, here you've got Lake Champlain. Only in Vermont are you going to see someone riding a bike on the ice on Lake Champlain. This is on Route 7 heading out to Shelburne. I like to photograph at Shelburne Farms, so those were other photographers photographing the same day. And I thought, well, actually, they're more interesting right now than just the lake, so I photographed them. And then over here, we go to Addison County. This is Dead Creek. Dead Creek is every photographer's haunt. I mean, you love to get there and catch the snow geese if you get lucky. This year, I didn't get lucky, so this one was from last year. And then down here is, again, Shelburne Farms. And I was lucky I got the cottonwood trees before they were cut down. They had to be cut down because they're too old and they were falling, so there was a problem. But I got them last year. This is a reflection of some of the traveling I've been able to do in the United States. Right here, this is the Badlands in South Dakota. And that's actually a pretty good example. I try not to pose people. I try to take them naturally, but I have to admit, I said, no, stay there, Bob. Let me just back up and get that one. Because I think it also, when you have a human being there, it just puts everything in perspective. Because you get to see how small we are. You know, we're the tiny speck. This is from the museum, the Sonora Desert Museum in Arizona. The owl, everyone loves the owl. I got lucky capturing him like that. And then on the top is a monument that's called Crazy Horse Monument. It was started about 70 years ago by a sculptor from Poland, and the family is still carrying it on. It's not finished, but if you look up there, you can see a tiny little man. That is the actual size of the monument. It's huge. And it's very close to Mount Rushmore, so when you're going to Mount Rushmore, make sure to go to Crazy Horse. It was commissioned by a Dakota chief to do a head of Crazy Horse, and that is, in fact, what it is. It's not finished yet. That is Yellowstone Park right here, the elk hiding. My zoom lens really went to work. This is a wheat field in Cutbank, Montana. The wheat, this is why you see all this around here. I'm just trying to echo it because it's miles and miles of wheat fields. This is, again, a woman who happened to be walking. That's not snow. Those are the white sands of New Mexico. She was walking. She had on that outfit, which I thought was fabulous, but she's actually texting. If you look at it closely, you can see that she's got the cell phone right in one hand and she's texting walking down. And that to me was kind of fascinating, how technology has become so pervasive, because this is quite a stunning place to be, and yet we often get so caught up that there we are and we're not looking around. So that's pretty much it. Again, I wanted to also say the Milton Artist Guild is one of the most diverse galleries I've ever seen. So if you're in the area, or even if you're in Burlington, drive out. It's not far. Come visit us at the Milton Artist Guild. Thank you.